EquiCenter opened its doors with the adaptive riding program. We began with a handful of horses and a couple participants. We now have 30 horses in our herd and serve over 120 participants per week, ranging from 2.5 to 90 years old, and we have nearly 80 students on our wait list. Each of our lessons is tailored to the individual's needs, where we work to strengthen their physical and cognitive abilities.
Hi, my name is Lisa Gray. My son Logan has been coming to the EquiCenter for about a year now. Therapeutic horseback riding has come highly recommended by Logan's physical therapist from early intervention. He has told us multiple times that Logan would benefit greatly from adaptive horseback riding in terms of his core strength. He is a little bit lopsided because he has a malformed right arm, so his balance is always a little bit off, but we feel that being on the horse really helps him compensate for that and also build the strength in a balanced manner in his body. And we see that come forth in his walking. It has become incredibly stable over the last year since he has been coming here. So really the development is more than just gross motor. It is also in terms of comprehension and his verbal skills.
Get set. Go! Yeah!
Wow.
Good morning!
His confidence has skyrocketed. He is starting to have a little bit of attitude as well. Logan's favorite part about coming is probably the horse sneezing. I know it sounds really funny. When the horse sneezes, Logan just explodes in joy. He will laugh, his body will tense up with laughter. And it is absolutely infectious. So we have a great session when the horse sneezes a lot. Aside from that, Logan really, really loves to trot. You can see it in his face, the fast movement. He enjoys the challenge of it, I think, physically, but he just loves the fast movement. The EquiCenter is very special in that they really see Logan as a person. Logan's preferred form of communication is music. He sings a lot.
Are you going to sing it for me?
He will make up his own verses to known melodies, and he will do this all day long. And Sarah has been absolutely phenomenal in going along with it and being as silly as she can be and just making him laugh. So he doesn't even realize that he's, in essence, working. He's just having fun. And this has been just absolutely phenomenal about the EquiCenter, just having the opportunity for Logan to learn in ways that we cannot provide at home. It is incredibly unique in that sense, and the people here are just phenomenal, really phenomenal.
Rich was seeing a chiropractor, Dr. Dougherty, and he had conversation with Rich's social worker, Kate, and she mentioned that he enjoyed farming and we would always have a vegetable garden, and that's how it all started. There was this guy from Australia and everybody was very busy, and so I took him for a tour because I feel that this place is home away from home, and I feel like it's partially mine too. So we went around the back and peeked into the arena and saw them lift someone out of a wheelchair and put them onto a horse. The gentleman from Australia never saw that happen before, and neither did I. And I immediately thought of Rich and approached him. He wasn't too crazy about the idea, so I brought him down to the arena and showed him different parts. I said, well, would you like to at least try? And he agreed, and we've been doing it ever since. Gosh, he always looked forward to coming. He always tried to do his best, it helped with his core. That was a big thing. And when Dr. Dougherty found out that he was riding, he was really, really happy about it. And but Rich always looks forward to the horses. He watches westerns now on TV. Anything with horses, you know, he just lights up, and he is really, really into them. What's your favorite part?
What?
Coming here to EquiCenter.
Easy.
Yeah? What?
Getting down on the ground with horses.
Oh, you like petting the horses?
I like getting down.
The way people are treated. It's more like a family now, you know, than just friends or whatever. I try to back off and let Rich communicate with the horse, because that's his horse, and that's why he's here.
You're not allowed to marry the horse.
I'm not allowed to marry a horse? Okay, then I'm glad to know that.
Hi, my name is Katie Newberg. I oversee all of our horticulture programs and our farm program here at EquiCenter. The farm here at EquiCenter includes a 3-acre in-ground growing space, a 100-foot-long greenhouse. We also have an apiary, which is a bee yard here on site, and in the winter and early spring, we make maple syrup in the woods on property. Here at EquiCenter, we use all of those facilities to run programs for people of all ages and abilities. So those programs include horticulture and outdoor education opportunities for folks who don't otherwise have access to outdoor nature and growing spaces.
What better place to start than food? Every week we're doing a class where it would be a 4-hour session where veterans would come learn a specific thing about farming. For instance, harvesting potatoes could be one of them. So then after an hour or two in the field, we would take food into the kitchen where Chef Ellen come in, and she's an Air Force veteran, and she would teach people how to prepare and cook their own food. And then sitting down and eating together has a very overlooked part of our society now. That's extremely important to share together the very basics, and that food is a very beautiful part of that.
Hi, my name is Ellen Adams, and I'm the chef at the EquiCenter, and I'm a 20-year Air Force veteran. A lot of military people went from what we call their mom to the military. They're 18 years old, young adults, and a lot of them didn't learn to cook. And when you're in the military, you get what we call 3 hots and a cot. So when you're dealing with a lot of physical issues, you really need to have proper nutrition. And that was something that I've learned, that you have to heal your body from the inside. And when you come from a culture of not knowing how to cook, that's really hard to do. And there's a very friendly rivalry. Of course, the Air Force, I think, is the best because that's my service. So we get a couple Army people in here, we maybe get a Navy person, and of course we're bantering back and forth and cooking all the while. So it's a friendship. It's the camaraderie that a lot of people are missing from their military service. By the end of the class, by the end of the hour or 2 hours that they're here, you know, they're talking, and it doesn't matter what they're talking about. They could be talking about cooking, they could be talking about anything, but they feel comfortable.
Bees are a community all their own, and the one thing that I've learned about the bees is that every bee is important to the whole. They all have a job, and they're willing to do that to make sure that the hive survives and thrives. In the military, you eat together, you work together, you do everything practically 24/7 together. And when you come here to the EquiCenter, there's a camaraderie amongst the veterans also. We work together, we're out picking the fields for the good of the horses. We're weeding for the good of the agriculture. You become combined again in your efforts. It's definitely kind of brings you back to that special camaraderie with your fellow veterans. being able to tell other veterans about it, or veterans that take their first step on here, you want them to feel comfortable and get the feel of what it is that the EquiCenter has to offer. And hopefully they'll find some peace also and camaraderie with other veterans. And if we can help even one veteran, we've attained a goal. And I think they've done more than that.
My name is Sarah McLaughlin, and I manage the HEAL program here at the EquiCenter. HEAL stands for Horticulture and Equine Active Learning, and it's a program that combines all that the EquiCenter has to offer, our horticulture and our horses, into one really great opportunity for any group or individual that's interested in participating. The HEAL program has reached out to 17 different school groups and organizations. This program can offer opportunities for these groups to come for one-day tours and field trips here at the facility, like we did for some of the schools in the city of Rochester. A group of 40 kindergartners came for a day tour and got to see a horse for the first time and learn that food grows in the ground and not from the grocery store. Some of the other events that we've put on for some of these school groups are participating in our maple syrup harvesting and days. So that group got to head down to our maple stand, learn how to tap the maple trees, collect the syrup, and even bring it up for a boil and candy making afternoon up at the house. The HEAL program offers opportunities for each group that attends to work through different stations, again tailored to their needs. They can do things like groom the horse, give the horse a bath. We have cans that we call What Is It cans, where they have to put their hands in and try and guess blindly what the object could be. We have the vaulting barrels, where they're able to get on and practice some moves that they would be able to try from the ground safely. And we also include activities from the garden. So a lot of the students are able to go and get their hands in the soil and learn that carrots come from the ground and not from the grocery store. They're able to learn the life cycle of a plant and what each one needs to survive and be healthy and grow food, which is something that a lot of students don't have any experience with other than their time here with us. The HEAL program is a great reminder of mindfulness, which is something I think we all need a little more of in this world.
Hi, my name's Debbie Julieris, and I'm going to talk about one of our greatest programs called Social Squad. Social Squad is originally started 4 years ago as our young adult program. There's such a need for our young adults. We're talking about the 18 and overs all the way into the 20s, 30s, and 40s. A place where we could come get together and have food and play games and tell stories. Social Squad has been great. It's been growing ever since, and we're very proud of all the accomplishments we made. None of this programming would be possible without our amazing volunteers. We thank you for what you do.
I think my favorite part about Mission Mustang and Mustang Strong is the confidence it gives people when they have to step in that ring. Their day-to-day lives, they're struggling, and there's something that's carrying them and holding into their mind that makes their day-to-day life harder. And when they step in that ring, they've got to put it all aside and focus on what's in front of them. And when they do that, and they do that for an hour, not only are they finding a bond with that horse, they're also clearing their mind and finding a way to find a little bit of peace and wellness in their lives.
When I looked into Liberty's eyes, I could see the struggle that she had with trying to adapt, and I know that feeling. Trying to adapt in different places with different people all the time. And with a wild Mustang coming from out west across the United States to here in New York, without a doubt, she's scared. They're all scared because they don't know. Every day they might see someone new. They don't know who to trust. They don't know who's going to lock them up and put them in a position where they're scared. They don't know. And that's kind of how I felt like my life was going. I didn't know who to trust. I didn't know what was going to happen, who was going to turn into my life. You will be surprised what standing next to a horse, walking with a horse, the simplicity of working with a horse could do for your mental state. It changed mine, and I can't be any more thankful than what I am. I mean, I really do feel blessed that this happened. I really know I was going down a dark road, and to even possibly being suicidal. And having these horses now, it's not even a thought in my head anymore. I mean, it really took those kinds of thoughts completely away from me. I feel like I have life now. I'm 47, and if I didn't have them, I don't know where I would be. And I don't even want to think about where I would be without them.
I'm really excited about the future of the EquiCenter. We've talked a little bit about the growth of our programs, and now I want to talk a little bit about the growth of our facility and our campus. We've just finished our outdoor arena, which allows us an expanded outdoor riding space and a safer environment for our volunteers, horses, and participants. We'll be adding a maintenance facility, which will allow us to move all of our equipment to the backside of our property and create an environment that will be much safer within the inside of our campus. We'll be expanding the south barn to add office space and a laundry facility, which will allow us to have a more efficient and effective work environment and a cleaner work environment. We'll be making renovations to the north barn, which will create a space for our farm team to include an office, a classroom, dry storage, and cold storage to allow them to have more effective programming and efficient storage. Everything you see here, you've all been a part of, and we hope that you'll continue to be a part of this. We've come a long way as we've worked with so many different participants and helped so many lives, and as we continue to grow our programs and expand our facility, we hope that you'll take that journey with us. Thank you very much for all your support across all these years.
One more. You do it.